Hello, everybody, again, and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host, Mike, and with me I have Kage
Hi
and
there.
Hog. Other AK is Mike. What's going
Yo,
on,
yo, yo,
Hollis?
what's up? Oh, I'm just chilling here in Monument Valley.
Yeah. What about you,
Yeah.
Kage? What do you got? What are you in a swamp or what?
Yeah,
This is like Northern Lights. You see?
yeah, it's Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, Aurora Borealis. I'm a skip hopping
What do you got there drinking?
icebergs.
What do you got there you're drinking?
It's good for balance.
Vizzy. My buddy just handed me some pretty good stuff. It's Vizzy hard seltzer, papaya passion fruit, and
It's got
here's the best part
antioxidants
about
in
it. It's got antioxidants with vitamin C.
Yeah,
It's a health drink.
I got vitamin C in my M&Ms right here.
I know, dude.
Yellow number
That's
5.
just too funny, man.
Whatever cancer-causing agents they got. Yeah.
It's from Acerola Superfruit. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Acerola.
Interesting. Kage, what are you gnawing
I
on?
swear, there's always some new fruit out. Speaking of Kage.
Yeah. Well, one of the first stocks we're going to talk about is Boxscore Brands Incorporated, BOXS. Last tick was 0.0178. Guys, this is showing up on a promotion list. So if you are trading out there or thinking about trading, every freaking magazine and email and every promoter out there is sending out the lines of communication saying to buy, but we say proceed with caution. This was last Friday before the market closed. This is your year-to-date history right here, as you can see on the screen. Going into what would you say they do here? They're a renewable energy company which engages in the extraction, refinement, and distribution of technical materials, and it intends to acquire mining claims that historically reported high levels of lithium and tech minerals. The company was founded by Raymond J. Myers, March 26, 2007, is headquartered in the People's Republic of Las Vegas, Nevada. Kage, going on to stock twits, because that's where the real traders are at. Kage, what do you got on the twits?
How about this take from SMAC4? He says BOXS, bullish. The big boom is coming. Bullish.
Bullshit.
Loading
Is that what
and
they're
holding
saying?
life changer here. He says loading and holding life changer here.
Was he saying bullshit or what?
No, he says bullish. He says bullish.
All right, Freudian slip.
Yeah, sorry. It sometimes it gets me. Going on to the website here, Hog, looks like we got Boxscore Brands, Lithium New Energy. Is there anything on here, Kage, saying about how if these guys are connected with any Washington relationships or anything?
How about this one from Big Lenny Abs? He says, what are the chances to win a government grant? Government said they need lithium and allotted several $1 billion in grant money to be allocated to lithium miners. So I think that has something to do with it, the grants that they're trying to provide.
Yeah, if they're not funneling it through special interest and everything else like that. Looks like it says a modern approach to mineral extraction. The technological advancements is selective brine extraction, a cost-effective, efficient, environmentally friendly. Brine extraction technologies are faster into production and more efficient than the effective mining practices. Boxscore Brands is positioned to upstream leader in the U.S. renewable energy section. What's up?
Oh, you can hear me?
Oh, yeah, I could hear you. Is that interesting there, huh?
Yeah, did you guys drop off there for a minute?
Nope.
No, I heard you.
Oh, that's weird. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. It looks like the operations team, 5+ decades of experience of exploration, production, and sales and natural resource supply chain. Phase 1 of NI 43101 is available, and you can read the tech report. Hey, speaking of which, look who's in the background.
Look at that.
There's the Lisbon Valley project in eastern Utah. It consists of more than 100 acres of federal mineral rights across 2,040 acres of federal land, including 7 existing wells. The assets provide high targeted brine deposits Historical data shows that the substantial commercially viable concentration of lithium brine. Hey, maybe they can ruin that too, huh?
Right, yeah. It's like east. I think I have to say eastern Utah. It's like, yeah, dude, that's like the very southern.
Yeah.
It's like southern, southeastern tip of Utah. Like, I want
Yeah.
to mention that.
Oh, I'm sure we're gonna get some trolls like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about, dude.
It's
You know,
more south than it is east. If you really were to.
Hog, what do you like
Anyways.
this? Do you like this pisser site or what?
It's no, I don't.
No. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Trust me, don't worry. When you're on here, you're gonna get the homers on here that are gonna freaking come back and be like, dude, that's the best website ever, dude. And then they'll come back like 6 or 8 months later, say, dude, you were right about that promotion list, man. I should have listened to you. Yep, you should have.
Yeah.
Kagi, what else you got on the twits there before I go to the gargle machine and see what the news is?
How about this one from HRTICK Forever? He says, I think it's HR Think Forever. He says, BOX, if I wait till Friday to buy this stock because I hear this has big potential, I have to wait for a ACH transfer to my account to trade OTC, or should I pay wire fee to have funds immediately to buy this tomorrow? I say this one is a stock that you can swing. As far as buying it like today, I think it would probably be safe to do so. I mean, it's pretty steady right now. That's where it's at in the graph, in the chart. As far as it being like how many shares you want to have for this one, I'd probably put in just a few. I wouldn't necessarily go too heavy on this one because some of the sentiment is low on this one. The reason it's being promoted is, I think, because of the latest news, and the message boards are trying to pump it up, I think.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out Monday and Tuesday because we're at a new week. If the momentum continues forward, you could see some change, but rest assured on Friday, they'll get the dump off and they'll get the payout. It looks like December 14, 2021, Boxscore obtained a technical report summarizing high lithium potential in wells in the focus area. They're encouraging information. They spoke with several experienced geotech firms, ultimately providing detailed scope of requirements of 2 top industry organizations. After reviewing the scopes of the timelines, interviewing the subject matter with respect, it was also helpful the Boxscore technical team had prior experience with retrospect to the projects, stated Andrew Buste, I can't pronounce his name, CEO of Boxscore Brands. RESPEC, find out what you think of me, provides services to the mining industries for grassroots exploration to operating mini settings. They provide geological services, drill, design, full processing, drilling, equipment, disposal projects, more than 50 years in service, mining oil gas market worldwide. So going on to stock twits again, what else do you got there?
How about this take from Wills4? He says, BOX, new bottom established just below 0.202, gearing up for some major news and developments. Small share structure getting locked up.
Looks like they're testing and collecting brines for lithium, but also previously highly identified value elements such as cobalt, hog, magnesium.
All right.
We got manganese and suites of metals and alkaline earth materials, transition metals, and halogen group. That whole area is just swimming in freaking minerals and everything anyway.
Yeah.
It says potentially due to high demand for the element series of extensive historic information, oil, gas, potash, copper, uranium, and recent lithium investigations. Well, we do know there's a highly concentrated area of uranium in that area. There are several projects in the area, not affiliated with this company, but we do know. Do you have anything to add on this one?
Are they looking for? They didn't mention that, right? They're not looking for uranium, are they?
No, it just says that they're.
I think you need to go like high up in other mountains and everything to find uranium, I think.
Right, it's in around the. They have a project around the Grand Canyon that mines uranium. It's
Yeah,
poison.
true. I'm
It's
just
poisoned
thinking if
some
you
of the
want to have
Colorado.
a more rich source, you usually want to go to like Afghanistan or Kazakhstan or all those stans. But yeah.
Where do you get this information? Where did we get it when we built the bomb, the first bomb?
Usually uranium has to be enriched first. I think it was first.
Well, it's not a thing. It's a must.
Right.
As
Yeah.
far as where they got it, my guess is that they had some mines in Utah, I think, and also in other places like
Beach body, huh?
I think it was Idaho that they also had it in, and Montana.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were starting to enrich it in various places like in Washington State,
Mm-hmm.
like along the Columbia River, and other places like that. So
Looks like
in the river.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you need to enrich uranium, you need to have access to heavy water, and usually where you store heavy water and collect it is at one of those dams, basically, to actually help enrich the uranium with heavy water.
How do you know all this, Kage?
I did a little crash course on like.
You're not with the Iranians, are you?
No. I'm
sounds
not
like
with the Iranians. I hate them. Why would I?
Well, sounds like you're promoting them.
Hate is a strong word, man. Hate.
No, I just took a crash course on like science and how the bomb was first developed during the Trinity Project. So here in America, that's how we first realized that we could harness the atom using this technology. And the Germans were actually really, really close with their little program there too. So we helped benefit from Operation Paperclip, where we actually took a lot of their scientists to actually integrate them into America for our science projects, which included
you just say Operation
nuclear energy.
Did you say Operation Snip?
No. Operation Paperclip.
Oh, I thought you said snip, man. Talking about with like snipping the that would hurt.
Vasectomy or what?
Yeah, that's what I thought he was talking about for a second.
Yeah, the Soviets were also wanting to get a couple of those German scientists, but America had a lot more attractive offers for the German scientists to come over here, and the Soviets had to actually force the German scientists to work for them, and they were not really that great of a host for those.
Mike, you had Operation Snip, didn't you?
No, dude, we're still cranking them out.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like I found a plug here. This was when was this? Yesterday? I think it was last Friday. Boxscore Brands and renewable energy can focus on extraction. We got of let's see. This is just a promo, I think, huh? It says they were the recipient of a large increase of short interest during March. As of the 31st, there was short interest totaling 700 shares, an increase of 40%. March 15th, total of 500 shares based on a daily value of 2,773,100 shares. The days to cover ratio is presently 0.0 days. The stock opened up 2 cents on Friday, 52-week low. Because it's a promotion pumper. Kage, what's the other sentiment on the twits? Are people bringing receipts, things like that, or?
I'm not seeing receipts for most of these stocks, and the ones that I do see are like a couple of weeks old for this stock.
So you're saying this board's kind of stale, or what?
Well, for the most part, the latest comment that I see is was like 1:23 p.m. this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of them that were on the boards for like the 13th and the 15th, I think, when it was starting to go up, where there was a lot of hype.
Okay. What else do you got on the twits for comments?
How about this one from Big Lenny Abs. He says, BOXS looks like they are lined up for Andy and Avery to get things done. Will be interesting to watch if they have lots of lithium and how they execute.
Let's see what else we got on the boards here. Ooh, we got a Pat Avery here. You see that? Yeah. Did you read Big Lenny Labs?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
that's what we just read.
That's what we just read. What did it say about phase 2?
Phase 2, it says they've got a lot of interesting things lined up for lithium.
Yeah, he says he never owned a mining stock before. A little confused about the N4 101 report.
It's a good song.
Huh?
It's a good song, Lithium.
Yeah, Lithium's a good one, man. So
are you a Nirvana fan, Kage?
Nirvana, they're a little bit grunge. I've listened to them before. Not necessarily my favorite group, but they do have some good songs. I'm just not really all into the grunge kind of thing.
What are you into? Saying classical?
I think I prefer to err on the side of classical. Yeah. And if you're talking about like rock in particular,
that, scroll up.
I usually like to listen to those
Buffalo Nickel?
Yeah. What's that about? Sorry, Kage, I just got distracted there.
I like to listen to the classic rock where it's actually it's got a wide variety, and I also like to listen to alternative. So,
well, I could see where you're saying this board still. We're not really getting too much or anything. So going to this, we'll see how this goes on Monday with the promotions there. What else do you got on the twits or anything else before we freaking hang this one up? I'm for this one.
Here's a bear take called Racehorse Trainer. He says, BOXS, what are you investing in? Ice cream bars or a sandbox with a battery buried in it? What a S-pie.
Shit pie or what?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, shit, Kage, shit. Remember that.
S-H-I-T.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the most versatile words in the human language. I mean, the English language.
So is this one a watch for you or what?
I would say buyers beware. You can swing this, but honestly, with this sentiment and everything, with it being where it is right now, I would say give it a watch, but I would probably wait to get in on this one.
Dude, I think we lost Hog. I think he just passed out.
No, I'm just
I thought you dropped out, dude. No drinking on the job, dude.
I hope you didn't fall off a cliff.
I am quite the lightweight. I must be, because it is a little late. Oh, tell you what, man, that one can. I'm a total lightweight.
Dude, it freaking wasted you, huh?
I drank it on an empty stomach. I mean, I'll be honest with you, and it's just feels like it's like midnight now.
It's freaking happy.
Fast forward the clock by a couple hours, yeah.
Well, you know, when this gets uploaded, this is going up to the influencer to get freaking promoted there too, so they can get you some free product, man.
Hey, it works. But
I don't think they're gonna hook me up like 5 and Below hooked me up with these M&Ms though, man. That's freaking sick with it, dude.
What? Oh yeah.
Dude, they're like freaking giving away gifts, man. It's crazy, dude. To the sun.
That's the new dollar store.
Yeah, that place is freaking sick. If you guys haven't been to 5 and Below, they've got all your jokes. They got freaking everything. Fart spray. They got it, man. They got you covered, dude. Freaking electrocuting pens, cheap candy, good stuff, man.
There's no dollar stores anywhere, right? They're gone.
They're still there. The $1.25 stores. They just freaking suck. It's all trash. 5 and Below, I think, is better, man. And you don't have to deal with checkout people. They have just like straight automatic checkout people. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
One. Look that up.
Yeah, you got to check that out. The next stock I have is NAT showing up on a promotion list again, guys. I know how you like those. And like I said again, warning, Will Robinson, if you guys are going on to check out one of these, this is showing up on a huge promotion list. This got mailers out last week. week before. So be wary of this one. NAT, Nordic American Tankers Ltd. Last tick was $2.76. The chart on this one, it's still decent. You have your Brandon drop off, which you have your correction here, and then you have your tank mode. Then on Friday you had your tank mode. What were we down, like 900 points or something like that?
On when?
This last Friday we dumped hardcore. I mean, Disney freaking took a tank, but that's for other reasons. Netflix took a shitter critter. The thing about this stock is that or as far as some of these stocks that are going on, is that they have to be corrected. Like I was telling you, there has to be a correction that goes back and happens, because if you don't have this correction, you're going to completely get devalued there.
Yep.
So going on to, I mean, it's got to be devalued because they're all overpriced and overbought. So going on to, what would you say they do here on this one? Let me go down here and see if they have a description. Sometimes these guys don't. They're not on it like Blue Bonnet, that's for sure. Oh, where are you guys at?
And their site is so busy, man.
Yeah, it really is. I'm gonna have to go to North American Tankers Ltd. Let's see.
NAT, right? NAT.
Yeah.
Network Address Translation.
Yeah. North American Tankers Ltd. Let's find out what to do here. Some of the stuff on there is not even up. They're not even updated anyway. There you go, North American. Oh, gee, I wonder what they do. Let's go to About NAT. The overview. They were incorporated in Bermuda. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, Pookie Mama. You don't like doing that there, Kage Ninja Dance there?
Nah. I do not like that song because it's about booze. Honest.
Booze,
Yeah.
boats, and chicks.
Hmm.
It looks like in September 1995, NAT sold securities to public U.S. and Europe. The shares today are at New York Stock Exchange. Well, they're at 2 and change, so they're obviously doing something right. The proceeds from the first offering and subsequent exercise warrants were used to acquire 3 Suez double huge crude oil tankers. Built Samsung Heavy Industries Ltd specifications, 3 vessels, Nordic Hawk Hunter, and Gulf Scandic, have delivered the autumn 1997, commenced a 7-year bareboat charter with British Petroleum BP in intermediate delivery. The charter was based off of spot market rates of all time of the minimum rate. This is a heavy hitter here, and considering with all the imports of oil coming here and all around the world, I don't see these guys going down anytime soon. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not saying get in now because it's on a promotion list. If you're going to jump in because you think this is good because I'm talking about it, you're sadly mistaken. I would heed with warning, like I said. You're going to have to ride this out the next little bit here. You got the cat, dude? Mr. Bigglesworth here, or what?
Yeah, he blends in with the background too much.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's got to be on my lap constantly.
Freaking hog! You might get hit up on social media for that with the cat, dude. They might start getting cat fans, man.
He's our mascot.
He's gonna cat girls. That's the mascot of the show, man. Freaking Edgar.
He's a terrorist, man. He's a lap terrorist. If you sit down anywhere in my house, man, he's gonna be on your lap, and then he'll protest it if you try and ask him to move.
There, we're back. It made me what would you say on this so far from what you're seeing, guys?
I'm seeing a lot of sentiment is down, but message volume is up for this stock. It had kind of a shaky startup from like late March to early April, and then it kind of dropped a little bit till now. But it looks like it's
okay, Kage. So going on to stock twits, because that's where the real traders are at. Before we bring up this news on North American Tankers, what do you got on the twits there?
How about this take from Carlos Santana? He says, NAT.
Is that the real
commodity
Carlos
shipping-
Santana or no?
Yeah.
I think it's
Wow,
a fake
what a
name.
treat.
I'm
It's spelled
Santana.
Carlos H. Santana. Carlos H.
Oh.
Santana. He says NAT commodity shipping stocks are touching our Trousey Dow transport average. So
What?
it looks like the charts and everything are reflecting demand for this stock.
I would say there would be demand, especially for that, for the going with the tankers there, with all the traffic going back and forth, because they ain't doing nothing in America, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, they're all over the world, and basically the shipping lanes are necessary for us to keep flowing anyway.
Mm-hmm. See how that goes to all the shortages and everything like that, especially with the lockdowns and the port shortages in Shanghai and things. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Looks like going on to look at the news of the day, because this was popping during when they had their promotions going. Rates for one of our 1 million barrels of Sussmaxes are going up. We're going to see an upswing in the market now. They recently fixed 3 ships at ranging from US 40,000 to 55,000 per day, with duration of 30 to 7 days. A large part of the fleet is a short-term spot market. Based on the current rates, NAT would generate 200 million of annualized basis above beyond daily operating costs at 8,000 per ship. In this scenario, NAT can become debt-free in just 1 or 2 years. Guys, that's going to be huge when it comes to the price point, the next promotion or whatever, when this pops, when that happens, when they become debt-free. Wouldn't you say that's something to keep in mind? Oh, you got the pirate costume.
Fraser, you're not the only one. Oh,
you got freaking Lieutenant Dan.
I've got nothing. Out.
I just got Jen Saki's sister here or something like that on the.
Yeah, and all I have to say is for pirates.
Yar, dude. I think that is it like that, dude? I think that pirates could pwn ninjas if they were to go into battle.
I beg to differ.
Ninjas,
they're looking at the classic pirate versus ninja meme. I'm afraid the proof is in the pudding.
Dude, on the
pirates
water,
are usually drunken buffoons that don't necessarily have the best gear to actually deal with the training and the sophistication and the stealthiness that ninjas bring.
But how many ninjas can navigate the open waters like pirates?
Sure,
well, we actually had our own little fleet that we actually used with fishing boats to make more unsuspecting. So we had plenty of people that were fishermen that would use those boats for various purposes.
No,
so
I don't know.
Interesting thing about this stock, guys, back at the ranch here. Dividends have been paid 97 consecutive quarters and always remain a priority for NAT. And like I said, they can become debt-free in a year or two. The obligations provide investors with relevant information, and their upswing continues. Guys, this is huge news. If that actually happens, you're looking at another uptick and a possible runaway there. Now you just have to see how that plays out. Would I buy it? Obviously, would I buy it on Monday or Tuesday? Probably not. I want to check out where it's at. Is it something good for the future? I would say take a look at it, because I don't see gas getting any time lower. You have some of these people out there and they're just like, oh yeah, when the gas goes lower. Dude, it's not going to go lower. It's just going to keep on going freaking higher. Maybe you have a shot in the winter time. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not going to go lower because demand keeps climbing for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, who's like, yeah, like who's thinking it's going to go down?
Just some people out there that are in a different world, man.
It's the left-leaning loons, basically, that are in debt because of everything, and they just want to have some kind of buoy to float on or something.
Unfortunately,
it's like, how about we get back to work?
Yeah,
there's a
staying at home has catastrophic consequences, dude. When you're asking the politicians to print off all this freaking dollar-rooskies, staying home does not keep the country going. It bankrupts it. So
yeah, dude, crazy.
So with this one, I would say this stock is halfway decent to take a look at. It's a decent look for me. The debt free in 2 years, that's huge right there. So they're looking at that, as well as 97 consecutive quarters that will remain. They're giving dividends there. That's huge in itself. So decent watch for me. What do you guys think on this one?
He said 97. Yeah, 97. That's right. Consecutive quarters with dividends. Yeah. I mean, that shows some stability at least.
Mm-hmm. The debt free thing for me is huge. So would I buy in the next 2 or 3 days? Absolutely not, because everybody's going to be talking about it. But there is going to be an entry point. The slowdown on this will probably be in the wintertime again, where you could get in. That's where a lot of you should have gotten in when we were talking about some of these energy stocks in the wintertime. But some of you didn't believe everything. You guys thought Santa Claus was going to take care of everything during Christmas time. But going forward, during those peak months of oil usage, gas, and everything, you have to follow the natural gas in the wintertime and the oil sector in spring, summer, and you have to gobble up those shares in those off periods. So for me, this is when I find my price point, I would probably take a look and see if I can get in or not. So Kage, what are you doing?
With this one, I give it a good watch. Being debt free is always a plus in my book. As far as where this stock is right now, it may be presumptuous of me, but I can see demand for this going higher and higher. I just say, give this a watch. If you want to get in, find your price point and hold it.
Okay. What about you, Hog?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm on board. Pun intended. Hey, one thing about that, I was gonna say, speaking of pirates, these guys, they don't need to operate down down like where there is piracy, right? Like they don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, you never know these days.
Shipping goes all over the world. The shipping lanes are always prime targets for piracy, and
yeah, but it's by the Horn of Africa. It's the Horn of Africa where the real.
Well, it's all over. It's also all over in Indonesia and all the South Pacific ones, and don't get me started on places down by Mexico and everything with the cartels moving stuff around and wanting to prevent any witnesses, of course.
Wait, so you're saying that there's piracy? There's been ship tankers and stuff over there that have been.
Well, I'm just saying that it's all over. It's always desperate men trying to make a buck.
Whoa, huh.
It's always going to be desperate men trying to make a buck, and
I think it's a respectable job, but some call it a career.
If you had letters of marque and everything, and you could be a privateer and everything, part of a private ship, and attack enemy ships,
chicks in the park,
okay. But
I'm more of a mercenary kind of pirate.
Well, I mean, mercenary and pirate do share some parallels, yes, but I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Okay, well, who do you work for?
And commandeering it.
Number 2.
Yeah, who do you work for? Are you a foot soldier?
I'm actually more of an intelligence. I'm more of a saboteur. More of.
Saboteur.
So counterintelligence kind of thing. Right?
Yeah, counterintelligence, arson, saboteur, and also assassin. So that's where I specialize.
Well, you stay up there in the Northern Lights areas, and I'll stay here in the desert. But if we cross territories, then
bullshitter alert! Bullshitter alert!
Was that you, Mike?
I move all over the world basically. No one
All
knows where I go because if I'm not at my village, I could be halfway around the world. So
Well, let's just hope you're not on a ship somewhere, because it's not going to be good if we meet. Just saying. Bring your crew.
Well, I'm calling this a show because it's circling the drain, and I'm gonna be out like lake trout, dude.
All right, so good night, people.
Yar.
Yeah, don't make it a dog show, and good night now.